Yo, welcome everyone. In the next 24 hours, I want Bitcoin to drop even lower towards my main price target. But what will come after the drop will be huge. Let me show you, because as of right now, we are still not trading at our main very important price target at 81,000 US dollars. And if you're right now wondering, at what level is Bitcoin trading as of right now, it clearly does look like that all we are trying to do for the past couple of hours is to see acceptance, is to reclaim the daily high-term time frame area of support at approximately 82,600 US dollars. But once we are zooming out a little bit, let's just say on the 4-hourly time frame, and identifying a very interesting S&E channel on our chart, we are going to be connecting our higher highs, expanding this one lower, and it only does look like a significant S&E channel was broken towards downside, and with our current very small bounce, all we are seeing is going to be a bearish retest before potentially we might be continuing even lower towards, let's just say, 81,000 US dollars. And if the 81,000 US dollar area is going to be reached in the next couple of hours, in the next couple of days, I am for sure looking for another long or a buy position exactly at this specific area. Exactly, we take out our recent low for liquidity purposes. And additionally, it would be even better once we are going to hit this specific area for Bitcoin to see a bullish divergence on the RSI indicator, and that is exactly what you should be paying attention to. Once Bitcoin ideally hits our main price target, we would also ideally like to see another higher low on the RSI indicator on the 2-hourly and also maybe on the 4-hourly time frame right here, while maybe even being at the oversold area while Bitcoin is trading at 81,000 US dollars. That way we are going to know RSI is telling to us, most probably because of the bullish divergence, momentum is dying off. We are going to be hitting a major level right here, and only then ideally I want to see quite a significant bounce towards the upside. Now again, remember, I am not saying we cannot break the level towards downside. Of course we can break the level towards downside, but it all comes down to proper risk management. We know our level we are prepared to trade, and also we know exactly where we are going to be wrong in a case the support level breaks, because our stop loss is going to be below the support level, and only in the case that this specific level is not going to hold, we are going to get stopped out of our trade. But what comes after, if everything goes according to plan, is actually going to be huge, because I am as of right now paying attention to some kind of a corrective structure on the 2-hourly time frame, and I do think you're actually going to agree with me. Once we apply the volume indicator on our chart, and let's just go on the daily time frame, volume for the past couple of days has been significantly dropping towards downside the entire time Bitcoin is trading at the area of 80,000 US dollars. And what does that mean? That most probably means that this entire structure is actually corrective, and that is simply why after the corrective structure is finished, we can only then expect lower targets to be reached on the Bitcoin chart itself. But the reality is, ideally, I still want to see another push towards the upside before Bitcoin is then going to start dropping, potentially even below the low at approximately 76,500 US dollar area. Why so? Because not only on Bitcoin, also on Ethereum, I am paying attention to some kind of ABC correction. If we are right now zooming in, let's just say on the 2-hourly time frame, I would definitely say that as of right now, it looks like this right here could be some kind of an A wave. We are forming our B wave, and after the BLE wave is finished, we can expect another push towards the upside, ideally for Ethereum to take out the recent high, and of course also ideally for Bitcoin to take the recent high at approximately 89,000 US dollars, and in that case also a significant diagonal area of resistance is also going to be broken towards the upside. But before right now we do talk about the importance of this specific area, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button and of course also subscribe to the channel. And also in the next few minutes I am going to announce the $200 giveaway, and yes, the winner is going to be picked tomorrow. So definitely make sure you stay until the giveaway. But nevertheless, let me right now do share with you why our diagonal level right here is such an important level you should really pay attention to. And to be honest, not only the diagonal here, we are going to be paying attention towards the recent high for liquidity purposes, and also we are going to be paying attention to the value area high of the entire bottom price action that as of right now is also aligning very nicely at $89,000 area. Now, if you paid attention to my tweet posted 1 hour ago, you also know why this specific high is such an important level you should really be aware of, and why as of right now long positions simply make slightly more sense. And yesterday I actually posted a very interesting tweet where I said risk reward heavily favors longs at this area. Do not get caught on the wrong side. Now once again, I do not know if Bitcoin goes up, if Bitcoin goes down. All I know are the levels I am prepared to trade. And of course also I know exactly where I am going to be wrong. That being said, if we are able to see a bounce at our value area low, let's just say in the next couple of hours, yes, ideally we are then looking for another significant push toward the upside, because as of right now insane liquidations are being placed exactly at $89,000, where you're going to notice approximately 163 million of short positions are going to get squeezed. Slightly higher, another 155 million, and slightly higher, another 133 million of short positions are going to get wrecked, are going to get liquidated. So what does that mean? It still looks like people are shorting Bitcoin, and of course if we are going to see push toward the upside, they are going to get squeezed and they are definitely going to get wrecked and wiped out. And actually there was a very interesting comment posted on this specific tweet by Mike, and he said they haven't hunted short liquidity for 2 months, why would they start now? And of course I responded, to wipe out as much people as possible. The market works to wreck as much people as possible in the shortest amount of time. And as of right now, clearly, liquidations are above us and not below us. And also we know very nice level is going to be hit ideally in the next couple of hours. And also we are then going to know most probably Bitcoin is going to form quite a significant semi-gap, but we are going to talk about that in a moment. But now, let me do share with you what is going to be the first area of resistance you should be aware of, where potentially Bitcoin might even see another rejection towards downside. That being said, maybe if we go right now higher and then lower, or simply if we go right now first lower and then higher, what is going to be the first level you should be aware of? And of course it is going to be the biggest volume cluster of the entire bottom price action right here on the 4-hour time frame. But before we do talk about this level, I do need to mention about the $200 giveaway. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is to comment below this specific tweet what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin next, and also make sure in the comment you're also including your BTunix UID, so the team is going to be able to give you $200 free bonus, and with the bonus you can then literally open another free position on Bitcoin, maybe even a long position I am looking at right now. By the way, if you do not have a BTunix account already, go with the second link down below. There is no KYC, no VPN, a free $8,560 bonus, and only for the next 2 days you are still able to get VIP level 3 and 10 USDT only on a sign up, and additionally some insane deposit rewards are offered to you. So all you have to do is to pretty much comment what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin next below this specific tweet, and yes, make sure is this tweet and not any other one, because if you're going to be commenting on any older tweets or maybe any new tweets, your entry for the giveaway is not going to be valid. Make sure it is this specific tweet where I am mentioning the giveaway. Comment what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin next. It does not have to become true, and make sure you are including your BTunix UID with the comment that you post. Good luck to you. The winner is going to be announced tomorrow. Now, let's talk about the first area of resistance you should be aware of on the Bitcoin chart itself. and it's going to be the biggest volume cluster at approximately 84,000 US dollars. Why is this a very important level? Because it is aligning simply with some other even more important areas of resistances. Anchored VWAP, anchored exactly before the significant drop, is landing almost exactly at the point of control right here, and additionally we can be identifying quite an important 4-hourly order block exactly at this specific area. So now you can see we have 3 important levels exactly at 84,000 US dollars. So Bitcoin can potentially in the next couple of hours continue higher, chop around at this specific area, and then see a rejection down, or simply, if we are right now first of all going to see lower, hit our major price target, and then ideally of course see a bounce exactly at 81,000 US dollars, where of course we are looking for another long or buy position. And if you're maybe going to enter the giveaway, you can then literally apply 10x leverage on your trade, or maybe even 100x leverage, and open a 20,000 US dollar free position. But once again, enter the giveaway below this specific tweet. Now, let me share with you another very important thing that is going to be formed only in the next couple of hours. If Bitcoin is going to continue dropping, let's just say towards 81,000 US dollar area, towards our main price target right here, guess what? A brand new CME gap is going to be formed. And as you most probably know, 90% of all of the CME gaps get filled sooner rather than later. And that is exactly what I also posted literally only 1 week ago on my Twitter profile, where I actually said that yes, most probably we are expecting a push towards downside sooner rather than later. I said in the next few hours Bitcoin will form a new CME gap. This means there is a 90% chance Bitcoin will fall back to 84,000 US dollars. Week encourage often becomes Monday's regret. So of course we were pushing towards the upside, significant CME gap was formed, and we simply reversed the entire move up with quite a significant dump. And now if Bitcoin is going to be trading at, let's just say, 81,000 US dollars in the next couple of hours, and once you pay attention to the CME futures chart, we got a close at 84,000 US dollars. That is then going to mean another gap is going to be formed from 81,000 to approximately 84,000 US dollars, which is then going to mean a bounce towards the upside towards 84,000 US dollars is going to be very, very likely. That is why, once again, ideally, I want to see Bitcoin lower. I want us to hit our value area low at 81,000 US dollars, and ideally, I want Bitcoin to see then a bounce towards the upside towards the 84,000 US dollars, and then of course also ideally for us to rack as much people as possible towards 89,000 US dollar area. Now, once again, I know where is my invalidation level for this specific plan, and it's going to be exactly below the value area low, because once the value area low is lost, bearish indication, and in that case we are then going to look for our lower target, which is going to be another lower low at 76,500 US dollar area. Now, additionally, in our yesterday's video we talked about Ethereum. Ethereum is, as of right now, to be honest, not really looking super bullish. We are even trading below the value area low, similarly to what I said before with Bitcoin, because if we lose the value area low, in that case we are even more bearish. Ethereum is, as of right now, already losing the value area low. We already tapped our 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. So guess what is most probably going to happen with Ethereum if Bitcoin is going to drop towards 81,000? Of course, it is also going to drop, and in that case, pay attention to the recent low right here at approximately 1,744 US dollars. I am also interested firing another long position on Ethereum if the low right here is going to be taken in the next couple of hours. But once again, as I said only a couple of hours ago on Twitter right here, the areas where we are trading as of right now, the risk to reward ratio heavily favors brand new long positions. That is why we are not bearish right here. Sure, we know we can drop right there, but nevertheless, we are definitely not interested into selling Bitcoin right here. We are not interested into going with another short position. All I'm as of right now interested is to simply fire another long or a buying position, literally exactly at 81,000 US dollars area, once our recent low right here is going to be lost, and ideally we see a reaction towards the upside, and also ideally that Bitcoin is going to be forming a bullish divergence on the RSI, on the 2-hourly, maybe even on the 4-hourly time frame. That is why take advantage of the free bonuses without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because you're going to get VIP level 3 and 10 USDT only on a sign up, and then comment what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin next on this specific post where I am mentioning the $200 giveaway. And additionally, make sure you're including your BitUnix UID with the comments, so the team is going to be able to give you the $200 free bonus literally tomorrow when I am going to announce the winner in tomorrow's video. But also, thank you for smashing up the like button.